Hi, Janie Flores Live here. Welcome to the show. And we're so happy that you're able to join us once again. We have had the privilege of interviewing almost 400 fascinating people on this show. Please stay tuned, and you're going to hear another great interview today on Janie Flores Live. So happy to have a fascinating guest on our show today, someone that I recently met and now follow on social media and really admire for all the wonderful work that she is doing as an expert in her industry. And it's none other than Mari Martinez, CEO and founder of BodyK. Welcome, Mari.
Thank you, Janie. Thank you for having me in your show. And as I was saying before, I want to congratulate you for being such a great model for Hispanic women in media.
Well, you know, I'm not alone there, Mari, because you were also one of the 50 Mujeres Brillantes in Miami this year. With Creativas Group PR and Jack Daniels. So congratulations are in order to you as well. And so honored to have you on our show today. Mari, tell us a little bit about yourself, about BodyK. What is that all about? How did that come about? What was the impulse behind this wonderful creation of yours?
Okay, thank you. First, I want to give you a little bit of a brief information about myself. I was born and raised in Venezuela. I've been here in the States for 28 years. And my professional career has always been in sales, marketing, and business development. So the largest projects that I handle was to have a company here in the U.S. For events and interior design, but also to develop a company in Mexico. The company, yes, they were very successful. I took the company in Mexico from $2 million to $50 million in less than 4 years. So that was a great accomplishment. But that accomplishment came with a price. And the price was my health. I started to get sick. I started to be in the hospital for 1.5 years every month because my brain felt disconnected. My heart was really, beating really slow. I was fainting all the time. And it was very impressive that even though it was every month I had an episode like that, there was no clinical evidence or for the diagnosis that doctors could give me. So that went, to me, very personal to understand what was going on because I was still feeling bad. So the problem that I found out after, many research and many insights of what it was living at that moment was that my habits, my lifestyle was damaging my life, my health, because I was traveling every 10 days. I was not sleeping well, working 14 to 16 hours per day. And I was, no exercising, no nutrition. So the body really understand that you are not taking care of it.
Yeah.
So that was like a wake up call for me. So at that moment, I got introduced by a friend of mine a couple of devices that were into the wellness market, more to understand fast what was going on people's health. Finally, after many trials and errors, I found this device that in 7 minutes can detect if a person is prone to develop chronic conditions. I'm not sure if you are aware of this, but 80% of chronic diseases are lifestyle related, which means that everything that we do is related to the health that we are going to have. So it was an inspiration for me to bring something different to to the States, because if you see how health and how wellness is seen in other countries, you can see, for example, in Europe, prevention, it's really on top of their minds. Here, you have to feel bad to go to a doctor. If not, you don't take care of yourself. You're maybe having some days that you are not sleeping, or that you are not feeling okay, but you let it go because you are super busy. There's no time for you to take the proper care. So I tried to open BodyK like 3 years ago, but but it's been, it was really difficult because I am self-funded, and it was hard to take it off the ground. However, when I was almost ready to launch, COVID came. And for COVID being here, I decided not to stay at home waiting for it to pass, but I did pivot. So I created a parallel company named BodyK Wellness and Health, that then became a BodyWell, and we were dedicated to COVID testing, and we were pioneers on the fastest COVID testings in South Florida. We've got the keys of the city from Mayor Jimenez, and we did a lot of work with the community. Now 2 years passed, and I said, this is the time for prevention to come. Why? Because COVID not only has changed our lives in so many ways, but it also has left us with lots of illnesses and lots of pains and inflammation and a weakened immune system and mental stress and anxiety and many things and the mentality that now my health is important. I deserve it. My family deserves me being happy and being healthy. So now the mentality of people is completely different than 3 years ago before COVID. I'm not sure if you are in agreement with that.
I am in complete agreement with that. Our priorities are different. And yes, so absolutely. So now what are you doing? How has BodyK now evolved to handle this new phase of what's going on with health and wellness?
Well, the most important thing is I want to get the word out of what BodyK does, because it is really amazing. The technology is mobile. It's 100% digital and 100% non-invasive. Not even a blood test is necessary. It's all done with electrodes, and it has 3 technologies behind it that the technologies are FDA approved and that they are patented. What we are doing is that we are offering testing here at our office, and with, for groups or corporations, and through events. We're going to do concierge very soon. The purpose of the test is that you take your test, and in 7 minutes, the device can show you more than 30 biomarkers, and the combination of those 30 biomarkers will show where are your imbalances. What are the areas of your health, of your body, that you need to take care of, first? It's inflammation, it's the digestive issues, or is your mental stress? And
this is all done without any type of blood work, it's all electrodes?
Yes, it's digital, 100% digital, and it's non-invasive. That's the beauty of it. You don't even have to get undressed, and it's only 7 minutes. So being that fast, when you finish your test, the technician will show you in the screen what are the imbalances and explain to you everything that is overall your body. But it will provide you with a report with the 10 main areas and with a plan to action. You can start making changes immediately. What we recommend is to repeat that test every 2 or 3 months. Why? Because you need to track your progress, and that is a very great tool that we also offer here. Um, I believe that the most important thing and the most important reason for me to create BodyK was that I did turn my health, completely around in about 6 to 8 months because I identified what was damaging myself. I could implement changes in my habits and in my lifestyle that make difference. Imagine that when I was in the middle of the crisis, I had to have a little bit of salt in my purse all the time because my body dehydrated really fast, and it was not because of water, it was because of electrolytes. So there are many things that happen in your body daily that you just don't pay attention to, and they might affect some other areas that are important for functioning properly.
So, Mari, is this designed to replace some of those tests that you take at the doctor? Like I said, like, the yearly, I go and get my labs done, and it lets me know, what my blood pressure level, cholesterol, vitamin levels, iron, all of that. Is that designed to replace that, or is it a complement to that?
Yes, I mean, it's not going to replace anything because there's no tool like this one in the market. It's not going to replace, it's going to be the step before anything. What happened right now with the healthcare system here in the US is that there is so much demand. There's so much need for doctors that they only can spend with you 10 minutes. And in
Right.
10 minutes, it's impossible, Danny. It's impossible that they can
Yeah.
really detect everything that a person is having. So this one does is that it gives you an overall of everything that is happening, and it tells you when something is really bad, you need to go to a neurologist, you need to go to a cardiologist. If you are not in that stage, you can make some changes. You can. It also give you like the list of supplements or vitamins that you can take in order to manage some of the things that appear in the result.
So this is a way for you to be able to, as you said, before you go to the doctor, know the areas where you have concern or where there is a need for improvement. And it's more like you taking control of your own health and
That's
going to the doctor with information, solid information, and saying, hey, doctor, this is what's going on in this area. How can we work together to improve this?
correct. Also, I can give you an example. The report tells you a wellness score based on 100%. That is the best.
Mhm.
I don't have it. My director of wellness, it's 98%, and I'm very proud of her. But I did my test a couple of months ago, and my results were 78, which is fine. It's not the best. I'm a work in progress as well because there life happens anyway, right?
Right.
What happened? I got COVID, and after I got COVID, I spent approximately 1 month, away from work. But after I got COVID, I started feeling weird, things that I did not feel before. And one day I was feeling like crawling in my legs, that I was desperate and I was not feeling well in my heart. So I went to the hospital. And the hospital, it was exactly the same as 2 years ago. They couldn't find anything, everything was fine. So I did my test the day after, and my score went from 78 to 54. It was really low. Why was that low? Because I had a lot of inflammation, because my immune system was compromised. I was really weak. I was very stressed out. And the crawling that I felt in my legs was a problem with the circulation, was a lack of vitamin 12. When I did the changes that I needed to make, when I took the vitamin 12, I took the natural supplements for inflammation, and I did modify my diet and my sleep patterns. Again, I got back on track. So it is very impressive. I think the best way to explain it is for you to come and do your test and get your results, so you can really understand how wonderful this tool is for us.
That's wonderful. And so, Mari, if somebody wants to do that test, how do they get a hold of you? How do they reach you? How do they make an appointment to do that?
Yes, I mean, they can call our main number is 844 My BodyK, which is 844-649-6395, or they can follow our social media at It's BodyK, ITSBODYK, in Instagram and obviously on Facebook. And our webpage is www.bodyk.net.
Excellent.
So, yes, I really encourage you to really come to our office. We are located in Coral Gables. We moved here 3 months ago, and we're very active in the community. So we are here for you.
That is wonderful. Well, wow, this is really fascinating, Mari. Congratulations on the, cutting edge work you're doing in the healthcare industry. I know that we will be hearing more from you and from this work that you're doing and how it's impacting us. I think that very much society right now is concerned about our health overall. And this is another very important tool that we can use to be able to take control of our wellness and our health. So thank you so much. It's a brilliant. I congratulate you. I'm so honored to know you. Fantastic. And I'm going to have to go do that because I think that is something that I would definitely benefit from, and so many other people as well. Okay, let us know again how we can follow you on social media and how we can reach out to make an appointment with you, Mari.
Yes, the social media is at It's BodyK, ITSBODYK, and the phone number is 844-692-6395, and our website, bodyk.net.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Mari. It really has been an honor. I'm really excited about this new technology, and definitely we'll keep track of what's going on with it and how it's going to be impacting so many people. Thank you very much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you so much, Janie. Have a wonderful day, and I wait for you here.
All right. Thank you so much, Mari. Thank you so much for joining us on Janie Flores Live. We'll see you next week, Friday, 3:00 p.m. Talk to you soon.